What is going through your mind if you are Mizuno? You're called back to Dream after last time you were belted by Mirko Krokop, and now you've got to step against Melvin.Manhoef.
That, you know, last couple times in Melvin's fought, he's been knocked out. So it's actually a pretty good, easy way to go. Okay, well, I got a shot against this guy. He's starting to get a little bit more loopy on his punches, and it's giving me some space. But also, too, you have to remember the butt kicking he took with Krokop. It's like, this is not good. This is not comfortable for me to be in this spot.
Melvin.Manhoef versus Tatsuya.Mizuno. Michael Chabello, Frank Tring, Hans Thompson with you ringside. Melvin will look to set that right hand. A high front kick there from Mizuno. Shoots in early. He wants Melvin on the ground, it seems.
He's smart. That's what put him.
And there's the right hand from Melvin. He uses it to set up the left hook. Don't forget, it was in this arena that Melvin knocked out Mark Hunt in only 17 seconds. This is the semi-final for the Dreamlight Heavyweight Grand Prix, semi-final number 1. The winner will take on either Gegard Mousasi or Jake O'Brien for the title. Melvin weighs in the leanest of all the 4 combatants at 198, Mizuno at 203.5. Melvin here is the favourite at -650, Mizuno at +400. Body shot there from Melvin, left hook. You can smell, you can sniff a big kibosh coming here from Melvin. Mizuno wants him down, but Melvin's doing a good job of staying on his feet so far. Tries to turn over the knuckles on that right hand.
Melvin gets the space right here and open up a 3-punch combo. I think a half step back as soon as he can.
Oh, Mizuno cannot afford to take these heavy shots. He takes a body shot that almost folds him in half. Another slapping right hand from Melvin. The crowd appreciating the heart here of Mizuno. As Melvin tries to counter, there's the right hand! And Melvin wants him back on his feet. Melvin does not want to go inside the guard here of Mizuno, and he goes in the half guard.
Not smart. Melvin should have backed up and made him come back to his feet. He should have forced his back on his feet, knocked him down with that right hand. He could have hit him, he could have faked him right and threw a left hook and put him out.
Left hands from Melvin. Mizuno puts him inside the guard. This is much better for Mizuno. Did Melvin make a cardinal mistake in going down on the ground when Mizuno wants him?
You got to be smart about your game plan. You got to know where to put it, and this is exactly where Matt Heen wanted Mizuno to put this fight, was on the ground. Manhoef put himself in the right spot.
The armbar. We know that Melvin is susceptible to the armbars. We saw him get armbarred here at Dream 10 by Francisco Filio. Not Francisco Filio, Paolo Filio. Getting my Filios mixed up.
I'm feeling you, Filio.
Melvin's got to get it back to his feet here. And he can from this position, Frank.
Yes.
He could easily stand up because he doesn't want to get those legs thrown up and walk into an armbar. And Mike Passanio in front of us has shouted that exact thing, and Melvin listens. Back to their feet. This is Melvinville. This is Hopland. Melvin's setting that right hand. He may go for the leaping left hook. Mizuno is carrying that right club in southpaw stance very low. He shoots in over the top, comes Melvin with the right hand. And Melvin stayed vertical here. Oh, he took the ropes and straight onto it.
Mizuno's got to get him on his ground. He's been on the ground already underneath him. He needs to get on the ground on top of him now and see what he can do from there. He needs to get moving, though. He can't stay in his position. Melvin's doing a good job of using that underhook and the overhook to kind of keep him high, so he can't finish. Oh, good foot sweep. Good tight toes by Mizuno.
Inside the guard of Melvin.Manhoef, and the referee's going to give them a little bit more space to work from now. Mike Passania is absolutely having a fit in the corner of Melvin. And the official outside the ring walks over and gives him a slap and a tickle and says, "Settle down, Big Mike." I think he is irate, Frank, that Melvin is not keeping this one on its feet. And he's now on his back with Mizuno in the top position.
In the middle of the ring. A lot of real estate here. Mizuno's good from his position. He's not great from his position, but he's good from his position. But he definitely has a lot more submissions than Manhoef has submission defense.
Right hand curling in from Mizuno. I don't think he'll pound out Melvin.
No, I think
that's not going to happen. Melvin's not going to get a sub on him though. As Mizuno goes to half guard, he'll try and pass and go to side control. From there, he can work that arm bar. It is the kryptonite of Melvin.Manhoef.
The other thing you can do from here too is Mizuno can lay on top for the next 6 minutes, and that can take a lot of energy away from Manhoef, so his punching won't be as sharp and as tight if it gets into the second round, or if they get back to the feet later on.
Melvin holding him down, just controlling the posture and allowing Mizuno to get a better position here. He's locking up the leg as well, not allowing him to pass. Mizuno mounts him. Now back inside the half guard, and it was a little bit of trouble there momentarily for Melvin.
Good job of Manhoef though to bring his hips up and get himself back in the half guard at least. Now he's all the way past though. Big trouble here.
Danger. Because from here you know that if Mizuno gets up, he throws the leg over and tries to sink the arm bar.
That's a Matt Hume tactic right there, covering the nose and mouth as you put that arm down. It makes them move their hands out, which makes the ability to put your knee on the near side arm or attack the far side arm bar.
Might be going for a Kimura here. Melvin could be in trouble yet again. This is not where Melvin wants to be.
Melvin's got a good job. Melvin had to straighten it out and get it away from his body. That's exactly what it did, and it popped out there.
There is a long time remaining in this round for Melvin to be in this position where Mizuno can just keep firing submission attempts at him. Knee on belly here from Mizuno. A little hammer fist struck to the side of the jaw. Oh, a knee to the side of the head. Melvin is in a whole lot of bother here. He's going to try and go for that Kimura again.
He's got to pack it down so it's away from the body. Melvin's in a good position here. He needs to get Melvin back on his back and straight it out. Melvin's did a good job of counting by turning into it and trying to keep it straight away from his body. Melvin goes flat on his back, it's going to get tighter.
Melvin saw the knee coming, brought up the forearm to the side of the head.
Mizuno didn't pack it. He didn't pack it down by the hip. He didn't give an easier way out.
That was to the back of the head. The referee didn't actually catch that one. Melvin grimacing here. He is holding on desperately as the Dutchman. Mizuno working for the finish. Oh, cracks it down, going for the money shot. And again, this is just horrid for Melvin. He's got to get out of there now, Frank. What can Melvin possibly do?
Keep turning into it. He's got to bring that hand, tuck it back underneath his body, break the key lock, and roll his way out of this. He's in a bad position. He's got to get him off this arm entirely, because every time he attacks it, it takes a little bit out of that arm. That's his left hook side.
Mizuno now going for an armbar. Melvin is in trouble. No! He pulls it out like Excalibur from the stone. Beautifully done. Now Melvin on top. Time for some ground and pound. Back to his feet. And his corner is saying, stay there, Melvin. Stay there. And Mike Passanier is clapping, saying yes. Here we go.
That's why when you ever have a great position, you never exchange positions. You never go for a submission. It's going to put you on the bottom if you're on top.
Now Melvin has to be smart. He fires a 1-2. There's a 3 being the left hook. And he hits a solid left hand from Mizuno. Melvin in trouble. Mizuno's caught him. Mizuno's caught him. Oh, he's punching the pad. Melvin out of the ropes. Melvin in a whole lot of bother. Melvin's corner's going ape. They're going crazy. They're saying to the referee, pull them back inside. What an awesome scene here in Saitama. Pandemonium ringside.
A perfect spot for Melvin to fall. None of those punches hit him because he was on the pad covering his face.
Specks of blood on the camera there. And once again, Mizuno goes to work on the far arm. Melvin.Manhoef all tied up, in trouble in the corner here, Frank.
Mizuno's got nice impact towards his hip. He just needs to bring that far wrist and get it on that far shoulder. He's got to put it across Melvenhoef's back. Now Melvin, he's smart. We'll keep it in front. He's got to get it back in front again.
Melvin's going to tap. Melvin's going to tap. He looks like a fish out of water, gasping for air. It's good night, Irene. My word. Mizuno pulls off an epic victory.
That's a huge upset in my mind. I think Manhoef had the great position, the great ability, but Mizuno went after the space that he knew he had to put Manhoef in was down on his back. And what I say earlier, I think the win-loss record when someone has Matt Hume as part of the training camp is about 90%. And he had Matt Hume as training. You see Matt Hume right there. What a great job on Mizuno.
Frank, what did Melvin do wrong?
When he had it back on his feet, he started swinging haymakers. This is the problem in MMA. Guys, don't think about the jab anymore. You only think about the big right, the big hook, the big uppercuts, and everything about using that jab. You need to set Mizuno up, and I'll tell you with a little bit of jab, a couple body blows, coming back at him again with some quick, heavy punches, but only make it up to 4 punches, one super heavy. Because every time he threw a heavy punch, Mizuno got right underneath it, took him down to the ground. Or throws the distance enough so he's going to get hit again.
crowd that was mostly on Manhoef's side because he's so popular here in Japan have now swung the way of the Rocky Story Mizuno. Disappointment for Mike Passanier. He is absolutely going to slap Melvin around with a bag of ice out the back because once again Melvin made all the cardinal mistakes that have so seemed to litter his mixed martial arts career of late.
It's been real tough on Melvin because he's in a position where he doesn't have a lot of knowledge, and that's the problem. He's losing due to poor technique, and he's losing due to poor positioning within the fight. And as the fight goes along, it gets worse.
Here's Mizuno.